He had everything, a pride that followed him without question, a territory that stretched further than the eye could see, strength that made others step aside before he even arrived. He was not just powerful, he was untouchable, or so he believed. Because life has a way of reminding even the strongest that nothing is permanent, that power borrowed from circumstance can be taken just as easily as it was given. Then, in what felt like a single night, everything was gone. The pride he had led for years had scattered. The territory he had defended with every ounce of his strength had been taken. And the lion that was once feared by all stood alone in the dark, with nothing, not even the certainty that he would survive the next morning. This was not just defeat, this was destruction. And destruction changes you. The only question is how. He lay in the darkness and felt something he had never felt before. Not pain, not hunger, something deeper, the feeling of having lost not just what he had, but who he was. Because when everything that defined you is stripped away, you are forced to face a terrifying question. Without all of this, who are you? And in that silence, in that darkness, in that complete and total emptiness, the lion had to find an answer. And then something shifted. Deep in the silence, deep in the loss, something ancient woke up inside him. Not rage, not desperation, something quieter and far more dangerous. It was clarity, the kind of clarity that only comes when you have nothing left to lose, when the noise of having everything finally stops. And in that silence, he remembered something he had forgotten. He did not become powerful because of what he had. He became powerful because of what he was, and that could never be taken. So he began again, not with a plan, not with a strategy, just with one decision to rebuild, quietly, alone, without an audience, without applause. Every morning before the sun rose, he was already moving. Every night when the savannah went silent, he was still working. The lion that once led from the front was now building from the ground up. And there is something that happens to a person or a lion who rebuilds alone in the dark. They become something the original version never was. Unbreakable. The first steps were not powerful. They were not graceful. They were just steps, one after another, in a direction he chose for himself. Not the direction others expected, not the direction that was safe or familiar, but the direction that felt true. And with each step, something returned. Not the power he once had, something better, a power that couldn't be taken, because this time, he hadn't inherited it. He had earned it, in the dark, alone, when no one was watching. The road back was not kind. New challenges appeared at every turn, enemies who sensed his weakness, storms that tested his endurance, moments where turning back seemed not just reasonable, but necessary. But the lion had learned something in the darkness that changed everything. He had learned that he could survive the worst, and a being that knows it can survive the worst fears nothing, because what is there left to be afraid of when you have already lost everything and survived? Something had changed. It wasn't visible at first, but those who knew him could feel it. The lion that had returned was not the same lion that had fallen. He moved differently, quieter, more deliberate, every step calculated, every action purposeful. The arrogance of the old power was gone, replaced by something far more dangerous. Wisdom forged in loss, strength tested by failure, a stillness that only comes from having survived your own destruction and surviving it alone. He did not announce his return. He did not seek recognition. He did not need others to confirm what he already knew. He simply arrived, and when he did, the savannah felt it before it saw it, because real power does not enter a room loudly. It enters quietly, and everything changes. The lion that had lost everything had become something that losing everything could not destroy, and that version of him was more powerful than anything he had ever been before. You have lost things too. Maybe everything. Maybe things you thought you could never survive losing. But here you are, still standing, still breathing, still fighting. That is not weakness. That is the most remarkable thing a living being can do. Losing everything and choosing to rebuild anyway. The lion did not become legendary because he never fell. He became legendary because every single time he fell, he got back up and rebuilt something greater than what was lost. You are not defined by what you have lost. You are defined by what you build after. This is PROWL. Move in silence. Strike with purpose.